Welcome to the Future Strong podcast. We cut through the noise to bring you what really matters. And today, we've got something pretty big. It looks like a major dispute is brewing between OpenAI and Microsoft.
That's right. It's honestly shaping up to redefine the future of AI.
Yeah, and what we're talking about here, this is essentially breaking news. It's just coming out now. We want to give you the essential info on what's really going on. Because look, this isn't just some, corporate disagreement.
No, not at all.
It's about who controls the absolute cutting edge of AI, specifically artificial general intelligence, AGI.
The kind of AI that can, well, think like a human. Or potentially beyond.
Exactly. And how this plays out is critical for how next-gen AI gets developed, how it gets deployed, for all of us, really. Okay, so let's unpack this. The central point, the real sticking point, seems to be a specific clause in their contract. Basically, Microsoft is set to lose access to OpenAI's newest tech the moment AGI is, quote-unquote, officially achieved.
Yeah, think about that. Microsoft has invested billions here. Billions.
Right. And then potentially to be cut off from the holy grail of AI right when it arrives.
Yeah.
That's a massive risk for them.
It's more than a risk. It's potentially an existential threat from their perspective. They fear being locked out strategically, losing access to that foundational AI tech pack, the core models, the research breakthroughs.
Just when it matters most.
Precisely. So you can see why they're pushing hard to get this clause removed. It's absolutely critical for their future in this space.
Okay, but flip that coin. Why did OpenAI include it in the first place? What's their angle?
Well, for OpenAI, that clause is probably their biggest bargaining chip.
Leverage.
Huge leverage, and what's obviously a very high-stakes ongoing relationship. It keeps Microsoft, let's say, aligned, while OpenAI pursues its own AGI goals.
But the whole thing seems to hang on defining AGI, right? How do you actually know when it's officially achieved? That sounds fuzzy.
Exactly. And here's where it gets really interesting. There's apparently an unpublished paper from OpenAI floating around.
Unpublished?
Yeah, and it talks about classifying AGI. It lays out 5 levels of AI capability, from simple systems up to, AI that can self-improve, maybe even surpass human intelligence.
5 levels, okay.
But critically, it doesn't actually pin down the exact moment within that spectrum when you say, okay, that's AGI.
So it's like a roadmap without a clear "you are here" marker for the destination.
Pretty much. It leaves this massive ambiguity.
Which creates a huge strategic gray area. Who gets to decide when that AGI switch flips? If OpenAI says, we think it's close.
And Microsoft is skeptical, maybe saying, not so fast. Is that a genuine technical disagreement? Or is it strategic positioning?
It almost sounds philosophical, doesn't it? Like trying to define consciousness, but with, billions of dollars on the line.
Well, that ambiguity is definitely intensifying the internal tensions. OpenAI seems to genuinely believe AGI is achievable relatively soon.
Sooner than many think.
Perhaps. Whereas Microsoft, they remain pretty skeptical about that timeline. Maybe it's their tech assessment, maybe it protects their access longer, who knows?
But that fundamental disagreement over the definition, and crucially, the timeline, that seems to be the real core of this battle.
Absolutely. It's right at the heart of it.
So, okay, stepping back, what does this all mean for you, the listener? Why should you care about this contractual fight?
Well, the outcome here could really shape what advanced AI becomes available and, frankly, who gets access to it.
You could imagine a future where some really powerful AI is exclusive, or maybe development slows down because of these fights. That impacts everything, our jobs, our daily lives, 24/7.
And connecting this to the bigger picture, it's not just about 2 big U.S. companies.
Right.
It's about the entire global landscape for AI development. Who controls the most powerful versions? How does collaboration even work in this field going forward? It's foundational stuff.
So to sum it up, we've got this tricky contract clause, a really hazy definition of AGI, and these 2 tech giants with, it seems, very different ideas about the timeline and the end goal.
Yeah, and it really leaves us with a crucial question, doesn't it? If the definition of AGI itself is still so fluid, so debatable, how are we as a society actually going to navigate the arrival of something like that? Ethically, economically, practically, regardless of who technically controls the switch.
That's a heavy thought. What are the ripple effects of these kinds of corporate conflicts on, global progress itself? Something to think about.